The good luck and have funds are being exchanged in the 4th place playoff decider game, basically, here in ETF2L Season 15, powered by Blackout Gaming, is going to go live. My name is Pledge. With me is going to be Stark, who's recently made it to Prem, and right now, obviously, we're going to see which of these teams is going to make it to playoff. RLM versus Solo.
Tech, you can see Tech's already moving his way through the shouts, just pressuring, and he bombs in, and the Solo just aren't looking for it. He gets through, takes down the pocket of Hicks, and now he's on the flank. He's trying to get behind Solar. And Skeege is on his own. He's been forced out back into the mid, but meanwhile Tech's been behind. Solar have just cleaned it up on mid. So they realised that Tech had got behind and just thought, never mind, they'll only have 5 players on the mid, and just push into RLM as they come up from the valley and crush them.
The rower play from QNX, they're absolutely splendid as well. Got spin very, very early on. And obviously it immediately is going to lead to them going towards this Spire. They picked that one up. Flip, he's already picking up that Engineer. He's going to be building up that Sentry gun. Now the question is Spin. Yeah, okay, Spin is going to sit with the regular Medigun. We've seen...
The Uber's forced.
Yeah, I think the Uber's forced. It's very, very early, but the thing is, if they can pick off one player, it might still be okay, but they haven't picked off anyone just yet. Now Walters goes down, Skeege goes down in the process, as Tech manages to take him down. Ubercharge still nowhere close for Spin, actually, at the moment, only 60%, so they're gonna have to play the position game, but with losing Flip and Tech there, the French brothers at the moment, they have dropped to the floor. They're gonna have to try. We can see Skeege actually, or Spin, sorry, putting the pressure down on the demo themselves, gets the Ubercharge off, with Mark now getting the full Uber. I think they're going to be able to hold on for the time being, but it's still 2 seconds before Tech and Flip respawns, and there might be a little bit of a window here for Solar.
That was a very questionable play from Solar. They seem to... It didn't go so well as they pushed in. They could have taken it if they'd gone all-out aggressive, but they seem to be just unsure of whether they should go in. So you could see Lally kind of just standing there, poking his head in and getting it cut off by Spin, who then Ubersawed. But then... RLM are pushing out on the balcony now. They're trying to retake the Spire before Skeege gets his Uber up. But they've got no time, so they're just backing off it seems.
I like the pressure at the moment. Walters, very aggressive right there, overextending a little bit, got taken down as well. Obviously Skeege, he realizes, like you said before, he realizes that Uber might be there, but he also realizes Spin might not have a jet. Uber gets popped off, and Spin, only on 90% at the moment, might actually get caught off here, and Solar can pick this one up quite easy, but they need a couple of frags, and for some reason, they're not getting the frags whatsoever, and with just QNX and Skeege alive at the moment, yeah, they keep the medic alive, but that was very weird. If they picked up 1 or 2 players early on that fight, instead of doing what they did, I think they would have had a much better shot at picking up this round.
Yeah, they seemed... Some of them went for the frag, some of them went for Spin, and some of them went for the point, and it was all very disjointed, and then they didn't get the point or the pop, so not a particularly good push there into last. And as it stands now, Spin has 100% Uber, and they're going to be looking to push in before Skeege gets his.
Definitely, and let's see. Obviously, they know there's a slight window still here, but they cannot lose any players early, and that's the one thing they keep looking for. Sticky traps, anything like that. Uber gets popped off straight out of that door. It's going to gift them middle, but in all honesty, that is all they're going to get. So they're dropping out very early, and on 95%, they're not going to be able to block this one off. Snip is sitting right there. He's going to force that Uber. I like that play, but they're going to lose one player. Are they going to be able to lose any more? It looks like, yeah, they're going to lose Spin. Hicks managed to take him down. I think it was fall damage that managed to pick him off there. Backup is going on, but that backup, no way in hell that that's going to happen. As a little bit of a sort of weird decision-making coming out of RLM here. Some went for the backup, some went for the block, and their medic ended up going down. It was a little bit uncoordinated, and both of these teams you can see fairly clearly trying to find their way of playing so far on here on Badlands.
Again, RLM are very disjointed, and like Solar, who are just working as a team. They had 2 people behind on mid, and some of them were trying to block from Stonebridge. It was a very, very odd play. And Solar are pushed into this top right, and I don't think they could... If they get any good picks, they can commit to the point, and Skeege is committing to the point on 85%, and we'll see how that works for them. And the spawners are coming in. I didn't like that. I thought that was a very questionable play from Skeege. He's on 85%, had the Uber advantage, and they were safe on top right, and yet they start to commit to the point. If they'd waited a few more seconds, he could have got the Uber and like wiped them.
Yeah, possibly. I think that's true. Obviously, if they had the information that we had, right, like the spawn timers, anything like that, I think they would not have gone in there whatsoever. But they did not see the spawn timers. They had no idea exactly when the people were going to come in. And basically, at the exact right time, 1 or 2 players spawned, got a couple of extra damage shots in. And now with the advantage sort of being turned around into RLM's favor, Spin and the boys right now are going to make their way through choke. And this time around, they're going to have to look. Try and not Uber Spin. He's 50 HP, 30 HP right now. Roller comes in. He is being forced to use that one off. And again, they're going to change. They're going to basically give their Uber away in order to take the point, at least for the time being. But now with QNXO Sniper and everyone from Solar rushing in onto this one, they might be able to block it. And yes, they do, as RLM right now forced to drop out all the way back here. And with 20% only on Spin, see Flippy actually putting some pressure on Talali. I like that a lot. But the point is blocked. The players are getting taken down, and Solar is going to take the advantage back into their hands.
When you're pushing into mid and you know you don't have that much advantage, I think it's just better to just give your opponent some respect, accept that you're going to be forced, and then Uber in and try and get on the point early. Spin was trying to hang back a bit, started getting damaged by pipes, spammed, had to force eventually. And he lost a few seconds, and that meant that they didn't actually cap the point before Skeej got his Uber up. So they didn't get the spawn advantage or anything like that. And it looks like Solar is pushing straight through choke. Although, I'm not actually sure, who is Peter 1998? Is that Core or Maidu?
I don't know, Core and Maidu, they're playing, I know that, but I always keep forgetting which one is actually who. Obviously, I haven't casted them for a while. So right now we see both Ubers do get exchanged. It is a 5 versus 5. Both roving soldiers are down at the moment. Hicks is going to switch back to that rocket launcher class. With Tech now spawning, obviously everything is going to be a little bit equal. It looks like RLM, they're going to fancy their chance here. Take down Skeej, take down Hicks as well. As Walters picks up a double right there with his buddy Snippers actually jumping on in there. And RLM with that double kill, definitely the front damage that come out from them. Very much so coordinated. While on the other side, Solar, they were struggling a little bit with the coordination.
It was very impressive. Oh wow, Spin goes down to the sticky trap. I think that was in the rock, the invisible rock in the floor just at choke. But very impressive from Walters, just definitely winning his team the Spire there. It was actually a triple kill if I remember correctly. The pocket soldier and the pocket soldier, the medic and the scout. So very impressive from Walters. And it looks like Solar are going to recap this if QNX doesn't get picked off like that.
No, QNX actually managed to win a duel on top of that Spire. So there was a scout ended up going down. I think it was Flippy who ended up dropping right there. But Walter's already picked up that rifle. And he's going to try and make his place through that weight. Uber charges, like, I guess there's a slight advantage here for RLM, but it's not going to matter. It's really not. No crit streaks or anything like that at the moment as well. You see QNX actually, he switches to medic, he checks, making sure that there's no crit streak or anything, no shenanigans going on. And he decides, you know what? I might as well actually stay spy and see if I can do anything here.
He's moving up through trash. Oh.
He's not been spotted, so that's good.
Spin!
Has he been hurt? He has not been hurt, actually. He's going to make his way through the main area. He's just going to take the sniper. Like, it's a free kill. I guess it makes perfect sense. Takes the free kill. Just delays things for a little bit longer. See Paul actually sniping onto this one as well. He's going to be looking throughout that left-hand side. See if he can get a couple of players. QNX is dropping back out of this one. Just being annoying. I think that is the best way of saying it. Just being a proper nuisance towards RLM, and Walters decided, you know what, that sniper class, we're not going to use that. Let's exchange Ubers here towards this main area. And I'm undecided. What is Spin and this pocket soldier Snippets? I think they were a little bit on the wrong page there. As Snippets actually ended up going through main, saving his medic's life, but still wrecking that push completely. Now Flippy going down as well. And obviously with everyone pushing forward to the Spires, the backup actually going to happen. Yes it is, ladies and gentlemen. As Tech, without the pain train, manages to pick this one up as well.
Yeah, the Spin would look very unhappy with that Uber. He was just completely left in lobby. He just kind of resigned to popping an Uber. And then somehow Tech got him behind. I didn't actually see, but Spin is actually running crits as he goes valley to middle.
We've been seeing this all season, Stark, right? Like, everyone seems to be running crits over and over again. On this middle, we'll have to wait and see if this exactly comes into play. I'm not 100% sure. So you see Spin sitting a little bit back here. Medic goes down, though, on the other side. It is a 3 versus 2, but with the medic down, it is always a very difficult scenario. 2 fraggers going up against 4 fraggers with them, without a medic, basically. And as we can see with Mark going down, I think that might have been the wrong decision. I think Mark would have been a little bit better off just backing out of that one, building up that crit streak. But still, with Skeej going down, there's an Uber advantage right here. Let's see if Flippy or maybe even Walters can use this one to their advantage.
Yeah, Mark should have definitely backed out then. There was just 1 scout behind, but there were 2 players in front of him, so he should have backed out. Maybe he thought he was protecting his medic, but he should have backed out, tried to preserve his own life so he could re-crits immediately, while Solo weren't expecting it. But they might have seen the crits by now. I can't tell.
It's been so long, you kind of have to, but they're going to try and come to the choke
I
anyway.
don't think
Crits
they
gets
have.
popped off, here it comes! Oh my god! Is it going to hit anything?
what a
Oh,
sticky.
that's a brilliant sticky! Hitting onto Paul and Skeege both. Very, very, very well played there by Mark. And actually picks up a third as well onto Alali as he drops to the floor. See Peter sort of sitting, just jumping around a little bit. He's not going to be able to do anything. And that sticky was absolutely phenomenal there from Mark. Well played to him.
Yeah, they definitely didn't know about the crits. If they did, they would have had 4 players around choke and then Skeege in his